Assalamualaikum and good evening everyone. We are from Group 5 and today we're going to be presenting about Thailand literature that focuses on the portrayal of women's resilience towards their rights. So this is our group members, and this is our list of contents. So I will start with the origins of Thailand literature. Basically, Thailand literature starts with in the setting of royal courts and monasteries, where scholars and writers look to Buddhist philosophies and histories occurs for inspirational during 13th and 14th centuries. Ancient Thai literature was largely connected to religious texts, primarily Buddhist sutras and verses. And lastly, reaching 18th centuries and towards late 1920s, most writers address social concerns, including polygamy, prostitution, social injustice, and social class deliberately, and this was condemned as a golden decade. For the first period is the Sukhothai period. This period was led by King Ramkhamhaeng the Great, and during this period, poems are designed to reaffirm national cultural identity, political stability, and spiritual values. And most literary works during this period were written in simple prose with certain alliteration scheme. Lastly, it portrays the way of life of Thai people in general, lost religion, economic, and political stability. These are some of the works from the Sukhothai period. Next is the Ayutthaya period. So for the Ayutthaya period, this period was established in 1315 by King Utong and ended in 1767 in the reign of King Surya Ramarin after 417 years. The poem during this era came in a variety of forms and diverse subjects. This also marks the beginning of Innovation of Elite, which is a narrative poem of around 3,817 lines. There are three reigns of Thai literature of Ayutthaya period, as you can see here. Next. For the notable works, here are some of notable works from Ayutthaya. For the third period is the Thonburi period. This period starts the production of Ramakien, a verse drama by King Taksin, and also it marks the revival of literature after the post-war of Ayutthaya Kingdom. Here are some of notable works from that era. As for the last period is the Ratanakosin period. These periods revise the historical events and laws of the countries systemically. And also, many of the early Rakatosin works deal with war and military strategies. There are a great number of emotive literary works which are modeled from Ayutthaya and Thonburi tradition. From this era as well, kings have played important parts in promoting and creating literary works. And lastly, during the printing in 1844, the West have occupied, not occupied, taken over some influence for the written works in Thailand, which is why some of the works during the era were written in Western styles.
Okay, alright. So next, I'm going to share to you about the analysis of the Thai poem. We have all four of it, and then I'm going to explain to you about the two of it. Okay, next. Alright. We have the first one from Kuning Chamdongsari. She was born in 1939 in Thailand. She educated in England and she returned back to Thailand when she is 18. She also worked as a reporter and columnist before marrying Dr. Uttaradit. She also the co-founded Right Ninh Eye Hospital in Bangkok. And then she also known as the advocate for a good death and quality aging. Other than that, she also write poetry, plays, essays, and children's stories that inspired by Buddhism and mindfulness. At the end, she remarried Dr. Jingjai in 1997. Okay, next. Alright, this is one of her famous work, which is Under the Rain and Thunder 2019. Uh, the poem Under the Rain the poem Under the Rain and Thunder by Kanjing Chamdungsari Ratnin shows how a woman can share a deep Buddhist wisdom through her own life and feelings. And the main theme is woman wisdom and spiritual strength. As the poet proved that a woman can also teach and understand spiritual truth. Her gentle and calm tone reflect the strength of a woman in this world. The poem also teach about mindfulness and inner peace that reminding us to watch our emotion and stay calm to overcome fear and loneliness. And lastly, it shows how nature such as ponds, ant, and butterfly can guide us to learn about life, change, and wisdom. Okay, next. Alright, for the next one is a writer called Chom Chan. She is a contemporary woman poet, novelist, and literary critic. She is known for her modern Thai Buddhist poetry that reflect personal spiritual experience. She practiced Buddhism at Swan Mok, which is a retreat center founded by Buddhadasa Bhikkhu. She focused on applying Buddhist teaching in daily life and the search for wisdom. And her first poetry collection, titled Dawn in the Night, that I'm going to explain to you later, symbolized the birth of wisdom from ignorance. By doing this, it helped transform traditional Thai didactic poetry with a more personal and universal message. In her work, she emphasized mindfulness, self-reflection, and spiritual growth, which are recognized as one of the Thailand leading female voices in modern Buddhist literature. Both Chom Chan and Kanjing Chamdosari Ratnin are a Thai woman poet. They write about Buddhist teaching and real life experience. Both focus on mindfulness, peace, and wisdom in daily life. Even though their poems are different, they share the same goal to show that women can also express deep and spiritual understanding through poetry. Okay, I'm going back to explain about the poem by Chom Chan, which is Dawn in the Night, 2005. Okay, the first theme uh, is the woman journey to wisdom and enlightenment. This poem shows a woman's path from confusion and understanding. The word dawn means new light, and wisdom showing that women can also find strength and peace through learning about themselves. Okay, the next theme is letting go of suffering and expectation. It tells how a woman learned to let go of sadness and attachment. The poet's gentle tone shows that women can face pain calmly and find peace through mindfulness and acceptance. Okay, the last theme is self-reflection and emotional awareness. In this poem, it highlights the power of looking within ourselves. It shows that women's feeling and self-awareness can be a true source of strength and wisdom.
The next poet is Chiranan Pitpricha. So she was born in 1955 in Trang Province, Thailand. She grew up in a family that owned a bookstore, which helped her develop a strong love for reading and writing from a very young age. So during the 1970s, While she studying at Chulalongkorn University, she became actively involved in the student movement of democracy. However, after the tragic that happened in Thammasat University, she was forced to flee and live in the jungle, where she joined the Communist Party of Thailand. So this difficult experience had a huge influence on her poetry and the way she saw the society, which inspiring her to write about freedom, justice, and human strength. And after returning back to Bangkok, Chiranan continued her studies and later earned bachelor's and master degree in history from Cornell University in the US. Her academic background helped her combine knowledge, political awareness, and cultural identity in her literary work. So, over time, she became known as not only a poet but also a feminist and cultural activist. Many of her poems focus on nature, women empowerment, and social change, reflecting her deep concern for the right and dignity for women. And today, Chiranan Pitpricha is recognized as a powerful voice in Thai literature, blending her personal experience, political history, and social awareness to create poetry that is emotional, meaningful, and deeply human. Now, let's move on to her poem. Next slide, please. Which is Smile of a Rice Goddess, 1970. This poem, we can see how Chiranan celebrate the strength and dignity of Thai women through their connection with nature and community life. So the poem celebrate the life and strength of rural Thai women, and it shows how these women play an important role in their communities through their hard work in farming and daily labor. The first theme here is strength and dignity of women. The poet highlight how women work tirelessly, not just for themselves but for the families and communities. This reflect their courage, passion, and also honor. The second theme is unity and cooperation, which is Chiranan highlight how the women work together in harmony during farming and harvesting, which symbolize teamwork and shared purpose. And the third theme is culture value of rice and nature, which is rice is not just food in Thai culture, but it represents life, nourishment, and connection to nature. The poem honors that the rice goddess as a symbol of a deep bond between woman, culture, and also the land. Next slide. And then the second poem by Chiranan is The Defense of Flower, 1989. Okay, this was written later in the Chiranan's career and carries a strong message about women's independence and empowerment. For example, the first theme here is women's empowerment and independence. Here, women are portrayed as a strong, intelligent, and capable of thinking freely. The poem shows how they break away from traditional roles and limitation placed on them by themselves and also by the society. And then the second theme is resistance against oppressions, which is the flowers in this poem symbolize women who rise up and fight against the social inequality. Despite facing a challenge, they continue to grow and stand tall, just like a flower that blooms even in harsh conditions. And then the third theme is education and self-awareness, which is the poet emphasized that the knowledge and education are the key to women's growth, which is through education, women gain confidence, self-awareness, and the strength to assert their rights. So overall, this poem expressed Chiranan's belief that women have the power to shape their own future through courage, knowledge, and also unity.
Hi everyone, my name is Nozulaika Minti Abdullah. So today I am going to talk about a short story titled The Rich Woman that was written in 1953 by Mam Rajawangsa Kokrit Pramod. He was a very well-known Thai writer, politician, journalist, and he also even served as the Prime Minister of Thailand from 1975 to 1976. Mr. Kokrit studied at Oxford University, and most of his works focus on Thai culture, social change, and moral values. One of his most famous works is Many Life, and The Rich Woman is one of the stories in that collection. So the story revolves around Tomproy, a young woman born into wealth and privilege. Her parents raised her in luxury and sent her to Bangkok to receive an education, but not to make her independent, but to teach her how to behave like a proper high class woman. She has everything, beauty, money, and education, but deep inside, Tomproy felt empty. So as the time goes by, Tomproy realizes that the luxurious lifestyle her parents are proud of cannot give her the real happiness. She becomes bored and emotionally disconnected from life. Sadly, her story ends with a tragic boat accident, which show a powerful symbol that even wealth and status cannot protect someone from fate. And her death reflects that the fragility of life and how meaningless it can become when it lacks of the true purpose. And I chose this story because it delivers a strong message about the emptiness of material success. So Mr. Kokrit reminds us that wealth and social status does not guarantee happiness at all. So Tomproy's story shows how people can appear perfect on the outside but actually feel lost inside. So it's a reflection of how society often values image and reputations more than inner peace and also emotional fulfillment. And the story also touches on women's role and education in upper class Thai society. Education for some women like Tomproy was not meant to help them think freely but to make them fit into social expectations. And they were expected to be graceful, polite, and obedient, not independent or ambitious. So through this, Mr. Kokrit criticized the gender inequality and the limited role given to women in his society. And at the same time, the story explores class and social pressure. Tomproy's entire identity is shaped by what her family and society expect from her. She is trapped by her own privilege and she was unable to find freedom or meaning despite having everything that she could possibly want. So in the end, the rich woman teaches us that a life that built only on wealth and appearances will never bring true happiness. So Mr. Kokrit uses Tomproy's tragedy to remind us that what truly matters in life is not just money or status, but emotional connections, purpose, and also self-understanding. And to conclude, I choose this story because it speaks deeply about real human values, and it's actually a very beautiful but tragic reminder that happiness doesn't come from luxury; it comes from within.
Okay, next the second short story, which is Mum, also by Kokrit Pramod. So for this short story themes, explore themes of maternal sacrifice, class inequality, and modernization. It also portrays an educated mother who worked tirelessly to educate her son, symbolizing woman's silent contribution to society. As the son grows ashamed of his humble roots, Kokrit critiques how modernization and education can erode gratitude and family bonds. Ultimately, the short story highlights woman's strength and reminds reader that true education must include compassion and respect. And for the overview of this short story, tells of a poor uneducated mother who dedicates her life to giving her son an education. She also believes learning is the key to escaping poverty, and through her sacrifice, her son achieve success. However, as her son rise socially, he becomes ashamed of his mother's humble background. The story also ends tragically, revealing her unconditional love, which is her mother, and silent suffering. Mom portrays women's unseen contribution in society, the pains of social inequality, and the emotional distance caused by modernization, reminding readers that true education must nurture gratitude and compassion.
Next is analysis of Thai film, which is Where We Belong, 2019 by Kondej Jaturan Rasami. Is a coming of age Thai film that explores the emotional struggles of adolescents through the friendship of Sue and Belle, focusing on themes of identity, belonging, and the fear of leaving one's comfort zone. The film used a slow, minimalist storytelling style, natural lighting, and quiet dialogue to reflect the inner conflict of young people who feel pressure to leave their hometown to pursue success even when they are unsure of what they truly want. Through Sue's decision to study abroad and Belle's feeling of abandonment, the film highlights the bittersweet reality of growing up, that self-discovery often requires painful choices, distance, and the courage to face the unknown. Next slide. So the film analysis for the story tells the story of two friends whose bonds is tested when Sue choose to further her studies overseas, and it creates tension in their friendship because Belle feels left behind. The film shows the emotional struggles of growing up, making life decisions, and the desire to find one's own identity and future beyond the comfort of home. And for the themes for this film, it highlights women education, friendship, and growing up. Sue's choice to study abroad shows how education gives freedom, but also causes emotional conflict and change in relationships. For the character, Sue represents a young woman who believes education can change her life, while Belle emotional and afraid of losing their friendship. Their difference show how growing up can separate friends. So the first one is the original film poster, and the second one, which is in the right, is a film poster remake. This remake poster designed for Where We Belong is studied in quiet melancholy, centering on the intimate moment of imminent separation between the two friends, Sue and Belle.
So we have come to our towards the end of our presentation. So to conclude, Thai literature tradition is greatly influenced by sacred scriptures and epic stories like the Indian Ramayana, known as the Ramakin in Thailand. And secondly, during the early stage for Thai literature, it aimed at recording history, enlightening Buddhist teachings, and celebrating the Ring of Kings. And lastly, as Thai literature developed, its depictions and discussion of women also evolved, reflecting and influencing their changing roles in culture and society. I think that is all from our group. Thank you very much.